Dave, how are you?
Good, how are you, Marco?
Just dandy.
Sweet.
Can't be better. Especially we've got Neo Genesis, the first Gen 2 set.
Ooh, interesting, because I'm going in this blind.
Completely blind.
Completely blind.
Meaning?
I, for some reason, dropped off the face of the earth when this came out for some reason.
I think a lot of people did. It happened a little bit before this, but Gen 2, the cards, it was a different thing altogether. It was overwhelming for me.
Oh, was it really?
yeah, we'll get into that more later. We're going to start with a good.
Yep.
This is Heracross. You happy to have a look at Heracross?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Beauty.
That's a nice card.
It's interesting, isn't it? There's one thing I really like in particular about this, and it's... What does that image remind you of, the point of view, more specifically? Does it look like a battle in one of the games?
Actually, yeah, you're right.
So it's like from that Pinsir. Pinsir's your Pokemon.
Yeah. I was actually thinking, it kind of reminds you of Pokemon Snap. But you're right. It's more... You're right, it's more of a battle.
That's what I got. In the Old West as well, they're having a showdown. But yeah, that's Heracross, the first card. It's a good card.
That's a good card.
Different. Alright, have a look at the next one.
Cool.
Next up, Meganium.
Again, at the beach.
Yeah, it's a Hawaiian tropical field. He's on a luau. Yeah. Constant luau with the flower constantly there. But yeah, it works, it's nice, it's in its natural habitat, eating foliage.
Yeah.
Not much I need to say that.
No.
Is there? It's nice though, yeah.
Nice card.
Yeah. Then we have Slowking. Again, the scenery here, very, very simple, but likable, right?
Ties in.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, this is like the first time we're seeing these Pokemon as well in our series.
Yes, that's right. These are
being Gen 2.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, I just quickly on the Gen 2 stuff, I remember when it came out, I was very apprehensive about it.
Really?
Whoa, no, there are 151 Pokemon. We don't need any more. I'm good. Keep it at that, right? But they decided, obviously, to add more. And now you kind of have, how much, Gen 8?
I've lost count,
yeah.
to be honest.
Scarlet and Violet's coming out. It's just come out.
Playing that.
Yeah. How is it?
Good.
Good? Alright.
People complain about, the graphics and stuff, but if you put all that aside, it's a pretty cool game.
Okay, good to know. Is there a Slowking in it?
I'm not that far into it, so maybe. I don't know.
Fair enough. Nonetheless, we'll stick to the cards for now. Yeah, I really like the scenery here. Just too plain to be anything beyond good.
True. Yeah.
Happy with that? It is good. Steelix, I don't know, it's hard to capture why this is in the good section, but the background, the hollow...
It's nice, though.
Yeah, it works. It's a little bit difficult to see on camera, maybe. But it's funky.
Yeah, it's subtle, but it's there. It's nice, deep blue colours with the black. Really ties in well. It's like the caves, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you get that.
Yeah.
Hope you can see it at home as well. Anyway, Steelix, good card. Yeah. I'd be very happy to pull back. I feel like I have the wrong Typhlosion here.
That's a very cool Typhlosion.
That is a very cool Typhlosion.
Are you sure it should be here?
It's a good question. That is a very good question. Let me just double check that I haven't completely messed this up. Oh no, yeah, that is the right one.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm interested to see what the other one is then.
Well, I was looking at this. I do really like this one. It's cool pose, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I think you really like this one, clearly. But yeah, look, it's the hollow really adds to it as well.
Can't really tell what the background is though.
No, I feel like again it's that generic fire Pokemon in flames of some sort, and I think that's maybe what got it stuck in good. But
yeah, maybe
that hollow is just popping.
Yeah.
All that.
And another swirl.
Where?
Bottom left.
Bottom. Oh yeah. Good shout, right there.
Is it? We never really took notice of the swirls until now when we were doing the video.
Now it's all I can see.
Swirl.
Forget the Pokemon. How good is the swirl? It's good. Alright, so those are the good hollows. Moving on. Clefairy, I just always thought this was a dainty card. Yeah, right? Very cute.
What does that move? Eek!
I don't know.
That's like, shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 7 cards. Interesting.
I wonder how many different variations of this exact same move there are. Different names that do the same thing. Yeah. It's like, they all have different amounts of cards, but they all do the same thing.
Yeah.
And trainers as well. Anyway.
Cute card though.
Yeah, back to the Pokemon. I don't know why it has a ball of yarn playing with it.
Helping the trainer knit.
Yeah. I like, and someone said this to me the other day about cards. They like cards that tell stories.
Yeah,
and this is
right.
what this does.
This is it. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good card. Like it's nothing epic, nothing great, but good. And we have a Let Kid.
Oh, cute.
I
think I have a theme. Cute.
Yeah, but these are like baby Pokemon essentially, aren't they? That's what
true.
the Let Kid and I think Clefairy as well.
Yes, that's right. The fairies.
Yeah.
Pre-evolved form.
Yeah, strange concept for me as well. That was another thing with Gen 2. Like, why has it got a baby?
New eggs, yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is on the cloud though. Funny, interesting.
Yes, it's obviously very light, and it's part of a storm. I assume that's what they're going for. But yeah, I like it.
It's okay.
Alright. Another baby Pokemon.
I remember this one. Okay, so I have the Japanese version of this one. Okay. I got it as a freebie when I ordered cards before. Yeah,
got you.
That's right. That's no wonder it looked familiar.
Yeah, well, that's Magby, who is a baby Pokemon of Magmar. Which I actually don't even know if I knew that until reading this card.
No way.
I'm not 100% sure. It's a live coal Pokemon. Interesting. But yeah, this is cute. Again, fire. I just love their fire background.
Generic, like, fiery red background, right?
Yeah, some form of it, always. But I like it. So it's a good card, and it's going to stay there, I believe. We have Murkrow, this one.
Ooh, dark.
Yeah. I like what they've done. I know this is a different style of drawing.
Very different, right?
But it works for this, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I like it.
That's it. Nothing much more to say, really. Yeah, just it's a well-drawn card. Showing some love.
Oh, wow.
Apom.
Okay.
It's a long-tailed Pokemon. What a generic description. Anyway.
And then, like, it's got a hand on the tail, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's what it is. I like the perspective that they've tried to do. It's obviously looking down on the palm trees.
That's right.
Different. Like not the typical palm trees you see every day.
Yeah. Very, cartoony style, right?
Yeah. But different. Good different. Good different. Alright. We had Clefairy. There are a few cards with this kind of style in this set.
Okay.
Some of them work, some of them don't. I think this one works.
Okay.
Again, a little bit of a story.
Yeah, that's right. Ties in really well with the Clefairy one.
Yeah. Gives you an idea of what's going on around it. So, it's a good card. Next up, I like this one too.
Ramble.
I think he's angry. There's a bit of, I think, electricity.
Yeah.
Raging charge. I mean, he's obviously a normal type Pokemon.
Yeah, that's right.
But, interesting. Yeah. He's a fairy Pokemon as well. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, fairy Pokemon. Does he have that later? Is he a fairy?
Yes, so once fairy types got introduced, he became a fairy.
I don't even remember that. There you go. I'm glad you
Snubble, yeah.
Bramble, Snubble. Cool.
And more than one Pokemon?
Yeah, and I think the colours, like the green around it, like it shouldn't necessarily factor into it, but in this case it does, because you have the contrast with the background of the Pokemon with it just makes it stand out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good card. Be happy to pull this. Yep. Nicely drawn. Or designed. This one. Again, it's kind of reminds me of the whole Charmander thing, where anywhere there's green around it, it's basically destroying. And I feel like it's just burnt half of the background behind it there already.
It's a cool drawing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the background, the setting really works with it too.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
Saying that a lot about the good cards, which is what you want to hear. Also really like this one.
Yeah, it's happy. Makes you feel very happy.
Yeah, that's what I get out of it too, 100%. Big smile on his face.
Yeah. Not a personal fan of Sunflora as a Pokemon in-game, but I love this card. I'll be happy to pull this card. Good.
I am glad to hear. I agree with you. Alrighty. This one, again, really cute.
No. Oh.
Don't understand how Togepi's not a baby Pokemon, but anyway.
It is though.
But not here, it's not. I don't. Hey, don't kill the messenger. I'm just telling you what it says on the card.
Spikeball. Poison barb. Interesting.
But again, the story. I don't know what the story is. It obviously got stuck. Maybe a bird thought it was an egg and then it hatched and it was like, "What am I doing in this nest in the tree?" Yeah. But it's cute. Like the colours around the leaves.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
And another fire one, Cyndaquil. This is definitely a fire safety hazard. You don't want to have a Cyndaquil at home.
No. Right. Or have one at home, don't get them too excited.
Definitely. I'm not actually sure if that's a shadow underneath it or if it is burning the floor, charring it, as it were. But yeah.
Cute. Fireworks as a move.
Yeah,
oh my
inside,
goodness. No thanks.
But he looks so happy.
It is cute.
Bless him. Now, again, I talked about art style just before. Again, interesting art style.
Very interesting. Makes me kind of happy though. It makes me giddy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you do like this one?
Yeah, I don't mind this one.
I wasn't sure. This one I was a little bit touch and go on.
Yeah.
But...
Sumiyoshi?
Let's have a look.
Kizuki? Sumiyoshi Kizuki. Yeah.
Interesting. Look that person up.
I do like the colours on this. This is really light in there. Anyway, we move on. Meryl. I always had a soft spot for Meryl. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on why it is, but I just like it.
I remember when there were rumours about gold, like second gen coming out, and it was like a Peekaboo. Do you remember something about that?
Yeah, I feel like maybe
Meryl
that's
was
why.
supposed to be Peekaboo.
Was he?
Apparently.
Or she did. See, maybe that's why, because I feel like that's one of the first Gen 2 Pokemon I remember ever hearing or seeing about. So maybe that could be it. Anyway, look, I like this one. You got the bubbles, it's happy, it's... Yeah. Happiness.
Little happy one.
Yeah.
Smiley.
I suppose that's been quite thematic of these so far. Happy. But very different here. Onyx is dark.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best Onyxes we've seen so far.
Definitely one of the best Onyxes we've seen. We've seen some very average ones thus
that's
far.
right. Even though you can't really see the full Onyx in it, it's still a lot better than the previous ones we've seen where they've tried to incorporate the whole of Onyx, but it just doesn't quite work. It looks kind of small and spiny kind of thing, whereas this one's like, it's in the, in the cave and the tunnels and the rocks. It's like,
it's imposing.
Where does it end? Yes, it's imposing.
No, the colour is well behind it, really highlights it. So it's a good, it's a good card. It's a very good card.
Very nice.
All right. We have a Pikachu in the good section.
Hey.
See, I do have love for Pikachu.
Shocked Pikachu.
Yeah. The first two sets might contradict that statement, but I do have love for Pikachu. I like the contrast here with the bright yellow and the thunderbolts coming off. Yeah, the forest in the background.
Nice.
It works well, doesn't it?
Good action shot too.
Yeah, 100%. Alright, easy. Shuffle.
Hey.
Again, a little bit different, this art style.
Yeah. It's interesting how they do kind of illustration style with Shuffle and then like a sort of a 3D render in the background.
Yeah.
But made it kind of, they've got that foreground at the front as well. I think with that depth of field. I like it. It works well.
Yeah, I actually agree with you very much. You made the point about the depth of field. It really shows that nicely here. Well drawn. Well designed. Slowpoke. Now, again, touch and go here. The reason why is really the colours, and also when I think of Slowpoke, this is kind of my imagination of Slowpoke is like this is okay. That was the worst English imaginable, but you get what I mean.
It's slow, drooling, just living life.
Yeah, and again, but still some element of happiness for some reason. The colours.
That's right.
Yeah. Happy with it?
Yeah. It's definitely not the worst Slowpoke we've seen.
No, we all know that's the fossil one.
Yeah, cool. I'm happy with good.
Excellent. Move on to the trainers, and there are a couple here.
What is going on there? Focus band. Okay.
I don't know why.
Is that a Machop?
I'd say it's a Machoke. Machoke, I think.
Machoke. 3.
Yeah. I don't know. I might be wrong. Anyway, long story short, I just like this drawing. I feel like with a focus band, it's so easy to make it really boring, like they've done with many other trainer cards. But this one is well done.
Put on the heads. Focus. Gotcha.
So that's you like the drawing?
It's okay. It's okay. Yes, it's. I'm happy for it to stay in good.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have a think about it later. Another one, Moving Milk, tells a story.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think maybe the focus band tells a story as well. But this Moving Milk,
that's right.
Yeah, it's clearly on a Moo Milk farm.
It's interesting why Cleffer's there, but not Miltank.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
But cool. I like it.
Excellent. And the last one, I really like this one. Pokemon March.
Nice. It's a very happy set, isn't it? So far.
So far.
So
yeah.
far. Oh, okay.
No, I'm not making any comments or judgments of what's to come.
Okay.
But I just like, this again, you're right, happiness comes through. Happiness. Okay, so those are the good cards, we're happy with those?
That's quite a fair few.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Not too bad. We move on then to the Great.
Okay.
The Great. Alrighty, we'll start with the Hollow.
Oh. Very nice.
I just...
Blossom dancing in the flower fields.
Yeah, I feel like it's difficult to give love to the grass-type Pokemon. Sometimes. This one, I just...
Cough, Venusaur, cough.
Base set Venusaur. Yeah, I stand by that. Still. This one, I like the angle, it's very, again, happy, ethereal. So it's a great card to pull in terms of the Hollow. See if we can get some of that Hollow going here.
Very nice.
There's a swirl. The top there. All these swirls I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, no.
Thoughts?
Beautiful.
Yeah, you do like it in Great?
Good and great.
Yeah.
Good and great.
Great and great.
Good and great.
Alright, next one
Ooh.
is not a Hollow, the second one.
Wow. Interesting illustration style, but it kind of works for a little bit.
Yeah, it's quite dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it feels like it's got the storm clouds behind it pulling the electricity, which again maybe is a shout out to the Elect kid that's in the set.
Maybe it's up in
the clouds.
Pulling it down.
Yeah. There's just something ominous about this, and it's well drawn. I like the angle. It's a very, very good card for me, especially being an uncommon.
Yep.
Alright,
cool. Well done.
And then this, Dave, as I'm sure, I think you might have seen it on the news. Winner of the Grace Huntington Award this week.
I think it's well deserved. Look at it.
Yeah, saw it on Channel 7.
Channel 7?
Yeah, Channel 7 Nightly News. Winner of the Grace Huntington. It's the colours, really, again.
Yeah.
Just happy.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
And less dark than the previous glooms in previous sets.
Yeah.
It's a happy one. Sleeping in its natural habitat. I like it. I think it's a well-deserved award.
I do too. I don't really need to go too... I think you said it all.
Yeah.
So those are actually all the great cards.
Wait, so only 3?
Only 3 great cards in this set.
Oh, no. Okay, we had high hopes before.
We always start with high hopes. What we might do now is we'll go on to the bad cards. Okay. So, it's a toss-up this week. We're going to start with this one here. Now, we talked a lot about style with some of the other cards, how it works sometimes it doesn't. For me, this one didn't work.
No. Oh, I don't really like this one at all.
The proportions are all wrong. The colours are very... Especially the grass. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know. Anyway, it's just not well done, is it?
Yeah. Maybe it's too evolved for our taste and understanding.
Yeah, perhaps.
It's art.
It's, artistically postmodern and just too much. But you're happy with it and bad. You see what
I'm
I'm
not, Okay. I agree.
Excellent. But it's not the worst card in the set.
You're kidding.
I'm not. It was a toss-up. What actually saved this one was, again, a little bit of a story going on.
Okay.
I like the moon in the background. It's running through it. So that's what saved it from being the worst card in the set. That, on honour, goes to this week's winner, of course, of the Professor Oak's Research Award, is Horsey. And I don't know what they were doing here. I just don't. It looks like it's been dropped from high up and it's just flattened and the colours, the background, nothing about this works.
It's very flat drawing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just... It just doesn't work, as I've said. I just can't say it any other way.
Yeah, it's not a great drawing with Horsey.
No, definitely for me, easily the worst card in the set.
Yep, I agree.
Happy with that?
Yeah, it's worse than the olive.
Okay, cool. Well, so then a worthy winner of the Professor Oak's Research Award. Easy.
Understandable.
Glad we're all on board with that. So those are the bad cards, only 2.
Only 2.
That's not too bad.
But they were pretty bad.
Yeah, they were.
2 pretty bad ones.
I'd be curious to see what you think in comparison to the other ones. Now, the Epic.
Okay.
Luckily, there is one.
Okay, good. That's a good start. But is one, so just one?
Just the one.
Okay.
Still only the one. We're yet to come across a set with more than one.
That's right.
Okay. Look, for people familiar with this set, it will come as no surprise.
Okay. You'll
probably recognise this card as well. It is...
wow, okay. Oh, look, another swirl.
Yes.
Look at you go.
Yeah, that one I noticed.
That's a big swirl. It's a big one. It's like a double swirl too.
Which is pretty ridiculous. Look, this card, it's much sought after. You talk us through it.
Epic pose, hands down. Even though you can't really tell what's going on in the background, you see some lightning strikes at the back, yeah?
Yeah.
But the colours time perfectly, right? But the red, blue towards the top right and left. Top right? Yes, top right. Into the silver. That is really nice.
And I don't know if you've actually even had a look at the move yet, but all those colours you mentioned, so it's got a bit of fire, water, and the electricity.
Oh,
and
yeah. Wow.
So it feels like it's absorbing it in through the back and about to blast it out the front. It's very, very well drawn card. Very cool. And an easy choice for Epic.
Yeah. Agreed. 100%.
Okay, I'm glad we got a normal type. And the swell on this one as well. Ooh.
Is Ho-Oh in this set?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Not in the set.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is Lugia's bad boy.
Okay, yeah. Oh, man, I would be happy to pull that card.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Alright, so that's the Epic. Which now leaves us with...
That's, I'm looking at that stack, and that's a big stack of average cards.
That is the stack of average cards. Okay, so let's go through them. As always, we'll roll through them pretty quickly. Now, as always, again, with average cards, there's just a lot of Pokemon standing around not doing too much. So in this case, Ampharos very much doing that. It is a holo, quite hard to see.
Very subtle.
And just doesn't really add anything to it.
No.
Like, I know the Steelix, at least, it felt like it's tied in.
Yeah.
This does not do that at all, right?
Yeah.
So that's Ampharos.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I like that Pokemon. Another shame.
What's the background? What's it doing? What is the Pokemon doing? He's just standing there.
Yeah. I see what you mean. They were just placed there. They're just standing there, all the average ones.
Do something. Like, this is one of my... every week we have this gripe. It's like they've just put a Pokemon down and said, just take a picture of it, doing nothing. For Alligator.
In average.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do you like anything about it?
Well, I guess it is very simple, and it's just standing there.
Yeah, what's it doing?
Big guns. Can't flex any more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool, fair.
And the background, again, not really.
I didn't even realise it was a holo.
Yeah, that's problematic. Yeah, it's, I guess it's something to do with water, maybe, but...
Yeah.
The other, there are multiple for alligators in this set.
Okay. Yeah, still not any better. I mean, at least it's posed. So, what's with the arms?
Is it a thing that for alligator does? I don't know. Maybe he's trying to dry out his armpits. Or...
Gosh.
But yeah, the background does nothing. It's... I mean, just, yes, he's doing more than the other card, but that doesn't say much.
No.
The low bar.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Jump Bluff.
That's kind of cute, though. I mean, it's not just placed there. No, you can't. It's okay. Jump Off. It's like a floaty Pokemon. It just floats around, getting blown away by the breeze wherever it goes.
Yeah, so that's what it's doing. But that doesn't make it
any better.
Yeah, it's just
fair. Well, the background's great.
This is the background that we've seen before.
Okay.
I feel like it was Victory Bell and Base Set has this.
Okay.
Where it's got the trees. There are a couple of... I know we've seen like that angle up with the trees in the background. So, like, it's not an original card and it's not doing anything interesting. So yeah, that was my argument. You may see fit to counter it in Dave's decision.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just average. Again, it's... it's... just sitting there, and yes, it's in water. It looks a little bit angry, but that doesn't make it a good card or anything else.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not a bad drawing of Kingdra, but it's not. It's just not interesting. Then we have Meganium.
Yeah, the other one was better.
Yeah.
Can't really tell what's going on in the background.
No, the colours don't really work a bit washed out.
Yeah, washed out. Perfectly described.
It's Pichu.
What? I like this card.
I like this card too.
Okay, alright. Yes, it's just standing there. But the colours are really nice.
100%. I agree with you.
I've actually recently just bought this card.
Have you? Because of the colours?
Because of the colours.
Interesting. Okay, so I suppose the question you will need to ask yourself afterwards is, do the colours lift it up beyond just being average? And the answer to that may well be yes.
Fair enough.
You will need
think
to ask
about
that.
it.
But I agree with you.
Swirl?
What?
Top left? Maybe?
Oh,
kind of?
Yeah, 100%. Good eye. I agree with you. Love the colours subjectively. I really like this card.
Yeah.
I was trying to be objective, but maybe objectively I was incorrect.
We'll see. I'll think about it.
Have a think. Skarmory?
Yeah, what is
Skarmory, sorry. That's
What's
just
the
standing.
background?
Well, I'm guessing it's probably like a steel wing. It's slashed across, I think. So that's what it is.
Oh, that's a beautiful swirl.
Ah.
It's a full big swirl. Anyway, we're not talking about swirl. We're not here to
Getting
talk about
focused on
swirls.
yeah. Sorry. I'd say, yeah, it's that steel wing. It's cut across. I think that's kind of what they're going for.
Okay. But yeah, very simple pose.
Yeah.
Average.
Yeah, average.
What a letdown compared to Togepi.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Again, just standing there.
Yeah. And doesn't do anything with the background.
What is the bright spots? What is going on?
And also, I think this might be the smallest font of any card we've seen thus far.
Goodness. What is that? Super metronome. I'm not going to even bother reading that.
No, that's tiny. It should be just a bad card almost just for that. Right, here's the other Typhlosion.
Or no, because the bad cards this week
Were
have set
very
the bar.
Yeah, they were low, weren't they? Okay.
Okay. Yes. I get it. But no.
This is the other Typhlosion.
Yeah,
The other one was better, right?
Yeah.
So for this one, again, it's in fire. It's just standing there. I don't really want to go into more detail there. A hollow energy card.
Cool.
Not the first one.
Not the first one, but
it's the first single energy type. I think the other ones,
so,
were a little bit different, special ones. This is just an energy card, and it's fine. It is what it is.
Yep.
All right, those are the hollows. Let's get a move on with these now because there are quite a few. Dunfan.
In your face.
Yeah, reminds me of the Rhyhorn from Jungle. Just a weird angle, weird like framing of it. See them?
Hey.
See timing. Night King from base. What do you want from me? Anyway, I'm Italian, so I can do that. Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Average. Do you like this one? Do you like the colours? But just
Perspective.
Yeah.
Perspective with the build. Yeah, okay. Average.
Another Pokemon just saying that. Background, he kills me.
Too green.
Yeah.
Very green.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You're a grass Pokemon, but still too green.
Do better. This one is nicer,
Yes.
admittedly.
Yes.
But taken on its own, you're not really doing much.
Yep. We get it. Water.
Water types go in water,
Yes.
fire types go in fire. That seems to be their theme.
Could have been done better, though.
Yeah, 100%. Very much. I think the background is the best thing about this card. The Pokemon is doing nothing. I like the effect that they've done. I don't know what it is. Again, tiny font here. What is going on? Anyway. We move on to the next Crocodile.
Okay. Not that much better.
No, the font is way better, though.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Happier than average.
Yes.
Flappy.
Static. Discharge. Fair enough. I would rather see, like, Flaffy in a field, like a green, grassy field instead of a... I don't know what that is.
Rocky. Yeah, I'm not really sure myself.
I like this one.
Yeah. Go on.
There's more than one. And it's like digging holes and popping up out of the ground. It's cute. Is it good enough to being good? I don't know.
Have a think about it, maybe. See what happens. For me, it was, again, Pokemon. The main Pokemon, anyway, is just standing there. It is what it is. Lantern.
Okay. Yes.
So basic. Now, I would have liked this a little bit more had it been breathing out the fire instead of it just having lava in the background, which is the problem.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah.
But just move that little bit up, change the lava into, like, flames coming out of its mouth. Perfect.
Much nicer card, right? Maybe out of place in average, perhaps. Like, it's still, looking at it now, I actually quite like this. But, we'll see.
We'll see. Put it to the side.
Put it to the side.
Hey, Miltank. Hey, Tauros. Well, did you know Miltank is purely female only?
Makes sense.
And
I didn't know
Tauros
that.
is purely male. And then, hence,
Okay. Makes sense. I'm on board with that.
Yep. Yeah. Average.
Average, yeah. just wanted to make sure that we weren't on different pages for that one.
That's not a holo?
No, this is not a holo.
That's a shame. Knockdown's a cool Pokemon, but yeah, it's a very simple Pokemon. Are there's like 2 extra knockdowns in the back?
Yeah, with the light, the eyes just make it really cool.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Happy.
Cute Pokemon. Very boring card though.
Yeah. Another, just so average. I mean, really upsets me that they have some amazing cards and sets, and they just kill them with so many of these boring ones.
Yeah, they're doing so well at the beginning.
Well, we always start with the interesting ones.
This one's cute. I know it's very blue, but the colors, there's some dark colors, some light blue. It's really nice. It's swimming, it's dopey, and that's what Quackshare is like. I like this stuff.
Okay.
I think we'll see.
Alright, we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, come on. This is way better than the other Typhlosion as well. Just the pose in itself. But okay.
What's the pose?
The pose.
What is the pose?
Just like, rawr.
For me, it's like, oh, I'm about to step on something hot or cold. I don't know.
Oh, damn. Okay.
But I do like the background. It's a decent card. That was a decent card.
Yeah,
But maybe
okay.
another one to put to the side.
I mean, it's better than a horsey.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind it though.
It's an interesting one, isn't it, stylistically? I'm not sure if
cool.
It's kind of on the border where it either works or it doesn't. So I've kind of just landed in between and gone, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Put the decision on you. But it's different.
Yeah.
But the background...
But I like how it's an aggressive Seedrop. I like it. The sharpness of it really works.
Maybe it's supposed to be in bubble there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Alright.
Very cute.
Yeah, very cute, but just very basic. Too basic.
Yeah.
I thought. Cottonweed Pokemon.
Fair enough.
Don't even know what that is.
Oh, wow, okay. I mean, I kind of get what they're trying to do, like, hieroglyphics and the written on the walls, but, okay.
I didn't get that. I'll give you points. That's a good shout. Doesn't change it for me.
No, it doesn't. Still doesn't. Agreed. It's such a cute little Pokemon.
I don't mind this one either.
Yeah.
But again, the pose is just sitting on a rock. So the background makes it very nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a happy background. I wonder what it's looking at.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it? It's kind of also on the verge where it's either really scared or
yeah,
just
that's
happy.
right. You can't really tell, right? It's kind of like happy, scared.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh gosh. Alrighty. Another Chikorita.
This one's a happy one. I don't like the background. Can I just like, I'll create this. I have this background with like trees in the back and dirt on the ground, and I'll just use like an effect in Photoshop and just blur it and smudge it.
Turn it, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Moving on from Chikorita. Chinchou. Chinchou?
Oh, I don't know. It's up for debate.
It shouldn't be.
I don't know it. I used to call it Chinchou. Still do.
Still Chinchou.
Chinchou. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let us know.
Thoughts on it?
That's cute. It's... you can see what they're trying to do with the depth of field, but I don't know. Swimming through seaweed. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Very, very similar.
That's so sad, because that was my favourite line in this Gen 2. My favourite Pokemon.
Oh, the evolutionary line.
Out of the starters.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sad.
Very, very similar to Quailava. I think that's
right.
maybe why they both ended up in here. I don't mind the colours on it. Girafarig?
Yeah.
Just working out my tongue trying to pronounce these ones.
What's that word called when you can say it that way and that way, forwards and backwards, and it reads the same way? So there's a word for it.
Palindrome.
Yes.
Is that a palindrome? It is.
And then, so in Scarlet and Violet, they've got a new evolution for it. They named it the same way. I think they switched the F and the G's around.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty cool. But yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very average card.
Okay.
All that being said, average.
Yeah, it's a weird looking Pokemon too.
Yeah.
I can't hold that against it. Alright. Don't mind this one again.
It's flying at you. It's attacking you from below. You can see the cliffs in the background, which is pretty cool. Some motion there.
Is that what that is? See,
Yeah.
you can see things I can't. Maybe it's just the lack of sleep from my 2 children. But now that you mention it, yeah, I can make that out more.
I think. What is this like?
Yeah, I don't mind that one as well, looking at it again. Now this one, again, was touch and go, because I was like, is this a bad one, or is it an interestingly cute one?
It's an interesting cute one, I think.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. So again, put it in the middle and
Yeah.
hope that Dave's decision, if it needed to, would come into it.
Yeah.
But it's very, very simple, this one.
It is.
A lot of blue background and a couple of interestingly, or basically drawn trees. Who shoot?
He happy. But yes.
Not much going on.
No.
Another one, like... Nothing happening.
Cool.
Right? Yeah. Mari!
Hey, I mean, at least there's a flock of them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's all I can say about that.
Mari is always saying it, that's what you need to do and see.
Mm-hmm.
Natu. Case.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Centric.
I mean, it's doing something. Standing on its tail.
Yeah. Off to the
Having a look
side.
around.
And again, like a background I feel we've seen many, many times with grass Pokemon, perhaps. So
It's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's a decent
I mean,
average.
okay is average.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's kind of telling a story. What is it? What is going on there?
It's hard to work out. I think that's a fire hydrant.
Maybe. Is that like tiles on the... Sorry.
Yeah.
Tiles on the footpath or something? Funky tiles.
Yeah, I wish our streets had tiles like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Way cooler. Nonetheless, yeah.
Okay.
Just sitting there.
That's
So I do
okay.
like the background.
Nice colours. Okay.
But alright, sitting there. I'm assuming it's got
String shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Too much going on in the background.
Yeah, very busy, right?
But I like the style of looking at it. It's interesting. I feel like it's somewhere in winter in one of the, what do you call it, Yellowstone or Yosemite National Park, maybe. That's what I get from that looking at it. Quite like it. Yeah, alright. Pronunciation, Dave?
Sudowoodo? Sudowoodo?
Pseudo or Sudo?
Oh, Sudowoodo then? Sudowoodo?
Sudowoodo? Is that kind of like shoulda woulda, but sorta woulda?
Oh yeah, Sudowoodo.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
It's an imitation Pokemon there.
Yeah.
Not really sure what's going on in the background.
Yeah, no idea.
And I'm getting a headache just looking at it from the blurriness of it. Alrighty. Sunken.
Cute.
Cute. Just too simple.
Average.
Yeah, just too simple.
Not good enough to being good.
No.
Yeah, agreed.
Cool. Glad. Swinner?
Yeah. Swine up or swinner?
Swiner,
Swine?
probably.
It's like a swine, right?
Yeah, pillar swine. Yeah, that makes more sense. People must be listening to my
I know,
pronunciation.
like, guys, these guys, are you sure these guys should be talking about Pokemon cards?
I've never heard people say these things. I just collected them by myself, okay? I don't know. Swinub,
Yeah.
very average card though. Regardless of how it's pronounced. Totodile,
Happy.
yeah. I was disappointed. I feel like they could have done more with this. It feels like
Yeah.
it's splashing in water.
It is. That's what exactly what it's doing. You've nailed it.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, there's nothing much more to that, right? This one a little bit more interesting.
Oh, yeah. Jumping over the lily pad. Cool.
You know, it was harsh on this one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Whooper.
Whooper.
Uh,
A whopper. Arr.
this one I just thought was almost bad, but not quite bad, because at least it's got a bit of a story and it's walking
Yeah.
and
Nice colours.
Yeah.
At the beach.
bit of something. Just not
Yeah.
well drawn, but it's a decent card.
Very different style. That's
It's the
all.
style,
We're just not used to it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It works.
It
It's
works.
good. Yeah.
It's okay. Alrighty, we move on to the trainers. Arcade game.
Mm-hmm. Arcade game.
Yeah. I like at least they've got Pokemon in there. That's
Yeah.
Snorlax and Pikachu, bless them. Ecojin.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's well drawn for what it
Yeah.
is. We've seen worse gym cards than that.
Oh my god.
Energy charge.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I mean, how else would you pick energy charge?
I would have had a lightning or like electricity, something like
Fair
that
enough.
to charge, but I don't know. What do I know? That's Mary, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess.
She's in a
She
studio.
was the announcer, I think.
Ah.
The radio host.
Was she?
Yes.
Good memory.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but off the top of my head, that's what I think it is.
Pokegear.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sure that's what it looks like.
Super energy retrieval. Yeah, okay. Yes?
Yes. It's thematic, isn't it, with the other super energy removal they had.
Yes, that's right.
It's a capsule, I'm guessing it's something they're trying to portray time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Understood.
Thank you, Bill. Only way we can collect more Pokemon because of you.
It's Jerry Seinfeld. I'm telling you.
I remember you said that last day.
Even here, now he's just in
I
his...
think it's the same drawing of him as well, right? Just superimposed on a different background.
Basically, and this time he's holding a Pokeball instead of a... Oh, he was holding a Pokeball last time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Card flip.
Interesting. Okay, I mean, yes, that's... I guess that's a card flip?
Yeah, Goldenrod Game Corner, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Goldberry.
It's berry, it's gold.
It's gold.
It's Goldberry.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Miracle Berry. Well, it's harder to show it's a miracle, but let's assume it is. It's a berry, it's a miracle.
Designs mean miracle.
Oh,
Okay?
clearly, right,
Yes.
of course. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a
New
new Pokedex.
Pokedex, that's right. They got an upgrade in Gen 2.
And it's still just a Pokedex. At least it's... Would you say
At least it's new.
Yeah, it's different looking to the original one. Professor Elm. Now, this card, if I'm not mistaken, was actually looking at it, was featured as one of the best of game series cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can whip that one out at the end,
Interesting.
after Dave's decision.
Wonder why.
It's not a particularly special card.
Yeah, it sounds interesting to find out the reasoning behind that. Sprout Tower, cool. I like it.
Very Japanese theme. Right?
Yeah.
At least it's not Weedle this time having its eye
With
pulled
its
out.
eyes, yeah, that's right.
In base, if you haven't seen the base.
At least this one's
Weedle.
still kind of happy.
Is it?
See, look, he's happy.
I mean, how is he happy?
This is a happy eyes. Happy eye, sorry. Doesn't that look like a happy eye?
I mean, it kind of does, but it also... Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right.
Agree to disagree.
No,
Stated average.
You're right.
Berry. Yes, it's
It's a
a berry.
Thank you. This one I don't mind.
Double gust. What is?
I don't know what the
here.
hand is really doing.
You.
Like E.T.
This is the lineup. Who is... Who's the one that did it? That one.
Get rid of
Pop
it.
it.
I'm guessing it's something to do with removing it from the bench, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And last one for the set.
Super odd. Yes.
I don't know what Pokemon that is. do
That
you?
looks just like a fish.
Yeah.
Interesting. Unless it's an unreleased Pokemon that we don't know about and it's
Coming
coming
up
out next gen.
Gen 10. Or 11 or 12 or whatever. Wouldn't surprise me. That would be a great egg, like 8 generations beforehand. Anyway, yeah, it's a rod, I'm sure it's super. Okay, that's the set.
Fair enough. Oh, okay. That was a lot of average cards.
A lot of average cards.
That does not bode well for the...
For the score. We'll get to that. Obviously, now we have a song to listen to.
Yes, the best song ever, I think.
I agree. Do you know they actually want to use this? I got a call to see if it could be used for King Charles's coronation.
No way.
Yeah, they were like, listen, we want something hip and vibe and young. And they wanted to. And I said, no.
Oh, what?
No.
Come on.
Listen, it's an epic song. It's not...
Only for this segment?
Yeah, I didn't think the coronation was a big enough occasion to hear this in public.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright, but let's listen to it.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
It's time for big decision, it's time for big decision, yeah!
You can tell why that's not going in the
Yeah,
coronation.
I get it.
Yeah, good.
It's too good for it.
Thank you. Alright, in that time, those brief magical seconds that we've been listening to that music, you've come to Dave's decision.
Just like that.
Okay. And you're sure you're ready for them?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see what Marco has done wrong this week.
Shock Pikachu, what you did again. What you did wrong again.
Here
What
we
you
go.
didn't do right again.
What I didn't do right, yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, so starting off with Totodile.
Yes, so this was an average, moving up to good. Because, simple. At least it's doing something compared to the other average cards where it's just like standing there and not doing anything.
Yeah.
The background ties in really well. Yeah.
Okay.
Good card. It's well drawn too. It's so happy.
It is
Happy.
No, okay, fair enough. Absolutely okay with that one. I feel like I talked myself into this.
You talked me into this. So, but I agree. So, even though it can be considered a simple pose, but it's like what you'd see in nature anyway. When you look in that kind of landscape, and then you see a deer, it's just going to stand there and stare at you. Captures it perfectly, I reckon.
Is it on a road? It feels like, is that a road going past and it's a deer in headlights?
No.
Is that what you're...
No, I feel like that's like the water, and then there's a cliff in the back, and it's just standing on this side of the river kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Too.
it's
It's on
nice.
a bank.
It's got the ice, the snow.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, I do too. It's very picturesque.
Yeah.
And an interesting drawing style that does work
That's
with
right.
the background.
Ties in really well.
Yeah, okay, cool. Next one.
So I touched on this one when we went through it as well. So, love the perspective. It's a great action shot, and it's like, is it Gligar? I don't know. I was going to say Gligar.
I was hoping you knew.
But it's like, that's what it does. That's how it attacks you, right? It's kind of goes into your face kind of thing.
Okay.
But this one's coming up towards you, and you can see the cliffs in the background, so it ties in really nicely.
Yeah.
So it deserves better than an average. At least it's doing something as well.
That's going into good as well.
Yes.
Sweet. Good reasoning as well. I love it.
Okay. So, yes, again, sort of simple pose, but not like a generic simple pose. It's looking at something and it's a bit unsure. Yes, it's like, what is that? Is it a bird? It's going to get me. I look like a daikon. Colours are beautiful. The sun setting in the background
I do like the colours.
ties in really well.
Yeah. Okay. No, agreed.
So it's done a lot, like the background and the drawing style is done a lot better than all the other average cards.
Okay. Fair enough. I love the reasoning.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Now this one...
Okay. Right? Okay, your thoughts first.
Well, as I said before, to me, it's a lot... The background kind of kills it, and I wasn't sure about the drawing style. But reading the move, I feel like it's meant to be in a shroud of bubbles kind of thing it's creating. But this is your decision, so you take us through it.
Okay, so I reckon it needs to move up from an average to a good, purely on the fact that there's so much detail put into the actual drawing of the Pokemon itself. There's so much detail. There's textures. There's different shadowing. Compared to the other ones, it's way more detailed. And purely based on that, I feel like it's a good card. It's done well. They tried something different.
Okay.
And it might not hit, the same way with everyone.
But it works.
It works.
Okay. Look, if that's the way you lean... I wasn't sure, as I think I mentioned that before maybe. It is different, and I can see where you're coming from when you say it's good different.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's going up from average to good as well?
Yes. Again, so you can see a lot of the similar reasons that I've used for these cards is at least it's doing something. It's not just a generic pose. At least it's in its element, swimming, being a bit dopey, and that's exactly what Cragshire is like.
Okay.
Love it.
Alright. Easy. It's on the bottom of the ocean floor, I take
Yes.
it. Very sandy. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
See, this would have been so close to being a great card if
Yeah.
they had drawn it slightly differently. With instead of the magma in the background, they had fire coming out of its mouth, right?
Mm.
But it's still going to get moved up from average to good, I feel, because it's well drawn, the colours are nice, it's on the volcano, I guess. But at least it's doing something, and it kind of tells a story.
Yeah, the stories are quite important in
Yeah.
this set, aren't they?
So-
yeah, again, as we were going through it, I kind of second-guessed myself as well, so I'm glad that you came to the decision yourself. Yeah, cool. Alright, so that's Dave's decision, which now leaves us to have a look at the awards.
Yep.
And then the leaderboard and set review.
Yep.
Exciting times indeed.
Let's see how that changes things.
Yeah, well, it changes things a lot, because there were 7...
That's right.
7?
Yes.
My goodness, that's the most Dave's decisions ever in
First
my
time
life.
ever.
Okay, so let's have a look. So the awards.
Yeah.
It's a good addition.
It's the Wall of Fame.
The Wall of Fame,
It's
exactly.
getting built, and it's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice wall.
And I like that we have different types of Pokemon in there. We've got a couple of Psychic, a couple of Grass, Water, and a Fire.
Yeah. I mean, interestingly enough, 2 Abras, right?
2 Abras, yeah. It's very different though, very different stylistically.
That's right. But it works. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a very nice wall to look at.
It is, and a lot of very, very lovely award names too. All very, very famous.
This one, not so good to look at.
No. Professor Oak's Research Award, based on this meme, of course. Alright, so there are a lot to add up to. Sorry, to live down to, perhaps?
Live down to, yes.
Yeah. I don't think this is the worst one on this wall.
Still no. I still think that goes to, unfortunately, Mr. Slowpoke there in Fossil.
Yeah, hard to disagree.
But it's close. That was really close. Goodness.
Yeah, but I look at the Lieutenant Surge's Voltorb as well, and I still think maybe they're all there or thereabouts. Tragic. Anyway, let's have a look at the leaderboard as it stands before Neogenesis is added. So, just a quick refresher here to anyone who hasn't seen them or forgotten what they are. Fossil is still the worst set.
Yep.
Small set.
That's right. It was a small set, but it had a high amount of average cards, and that affected it pretty bad.
Yeah, 100%, and that's probably going to be an issue for Neogenesis.
Yeah, there was quite a few in there.
Yeah. Jungle at the top, also a small set, but had a fair few good, great cards. Interesting, yeah. We move on to the set breakdown. So, 103 cards total, because we don't count the energy cards, aside from the hollows. The weighting gives you a final points tally on the right there. 237.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
So 237 divided by 103.
That's a lot of cards. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's sad because when we were going through the good cards and the great cards, they were nice cards. It's a shame there was such a high number of average ones.
But that's it, and this is really, when you think about a set, you need to think about it holistically.
Yeah.
So people go, there are a couple of really good cards in one or the other, but that's fine. It's really about all of the cards in the set and what they give you.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's the purpose of the quest for the best Pokemon set.
Yep. That's the only way to do it.
So I'm a little bit sad to see Neogenesis in there, but
there's a big drop off too from Fossil.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A tenth of a point.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's noticeable. But look, it is what it is. I think when you have that many average cards, it's always going to kill you, and that's just the reality of it. So I think a good set, for a set to be great and to ultimately take the win on this leaderboard, it's going to need to give you a lot of fire, so to speak. Not fire type.
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But man, Jungle sitting there, first place, 2.9, just laughing at everyone else at the moment.
It's killing it, isn't it?
Yeah. I
still don't think that will be a winning score. I mean, if Jungle is the best set of all time, I think it would surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, true. I mean, with the newer sets and the more... actually, to be honest, like, the middle sets that I have no idea about, I don't know, maybe they could be really epic.
There are some sets I'm definitely looking forward to going through. We'll get to those in due course. We've got a few more Neo sets to come in the next few weeks.
Yep.
And we'll see where they sit. I don't think anyone would have thought Jungle would have been the best set out of the first 8.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't.
No, neither did I, but the cards don't lie, Dan.
The cards don't lie, that's right.
Alright. Well, thanks again for your time.
Thank you, that was great.
And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Take it easy. Cheers.